This video is for you if you are preparing for the CompTIA Security Plus 701 exam. We will review 10 questions from CompTIA Security Plus 701 Objective 2.1. The broad heading is Threats, Vulnerability, and Mitigations. 2.1, Compare and contrast common threat actors and motivations. Question 1. What type of motivation best describes a terminated employee who hacks into a company's database to erase customer records as an act of retaliation? Okay, we have four choices. An employee, a terminated employee. So is it an insider threat? B is ethical hacking. C is revenge. And 4 is data exfiltration. If I were you, the best way to do it when you don't know it is to eliminate two answers, right? Two choices. It's not ethical hacking, and we know that it's not data exfiltration because it says what type of motivation best describes a terminated employee. So is it an insider threat? It's only an insider threat when the employee still works there. But this one is a revenge because the employee has been terminated and the employee is trying to get a revenge. So let's see the answer. The answer is C, which is revenge. Now let's go to question 2. What action is associated with nation states seeking covert intelligence as part of their geopolitical objectives? A is ideological advocacy, B, espionage, C, service disruption, D, data exfiltration. Okay, what action is associated with nation states seeking covert intelligence? Okay, seeking covert intelligence. Okay, when we eliminate two answers, is not service disruption. B, we know is not ideological advocacy. So it could either be espionage or service exfiltration. So we can now we know it's between B and D because we have eliminated options A and C. We can read the question again. Which action is associated with nation states seeking covert intelligence? When you are seeking a covert intelligence, is espionage. That's what is going on. Let's show the answer, and it's espionage. So question 3. Which term describes employees using unauthorized applications and services that bypass common IT protocols? Organized crime, option A. B, shadow IT. C, hacktivist. D, unskilled attacker. Okay, this one is very straightforward. We can easily eliminate A because we know it's not organized crime. We know what organized crime is. We know it's not a hacktivist, and we know it's not an unskilled attacker, right? An unskilled attacker is someone that is not pretty much experienced and try to hack into a database. So this concept is called shadow IT when we are trying to bypass applications. Okay, let's go to number 4. What type of threat actor will likely steal trade secrets for financial gain? You want to steal trade secrets for financial gain. Is it an organized crime? Is it a nation state? Is it an unskilled attacker? Is it a hacktivist? Okay. Option A is organized crime. Option B is a nation state. Option C is an unskilled attacker. Option 4 is a hacktivist. In this case, let's take away two options. A nation state, what they do is different. They don't steal for financial gain. I don't think they need money in that way. because they get money through taxes and all sorts of things. An unskilled attacker. Well, let's leave that. A hacktivist, we know it's not a hacktivist. But if a threat actor wants to steal trade secrets for financial gain, it's most likely an organized crime. That means that that's what they do. They can hack into a system, they can hack into companies, and they steal. So it's organized crime. All right. Number 5. How do cyber criminals typically steal and sell sensitive data to generate profit? How do they steal and sell sensitive data to generate profits? Okay, put yourself in the position of a cyber criminal. If you want to go into an organization and you want to steal and sell the sensitive information, how will you do it? We've dealt with a question that is espionage, so we can remove espionage because it's like a government trying to get into another government's secrets, right? Service disruption. So service disruption, if we look at the CIA triad, service disruption will be availability. So that means that they are just disrupting. So internal, external factors, that probably doesn't even come into effect here. It will be data exfiltration because they want to take the data away from the organization, then they can now sell it. So the answer will be C, data exfiltration. Okay. Question 6. A cyber attacker gains unauthorized access to confidential customer information and threatens to expose the information unless a sum of money is paid. What type of threat does this represent? Okay. A, blackmail. B, espionage. C, financial gain. D, ransomware attack. Let's read the question again. A cyber attacker gains unauthorized access to confidential customer information and threatens to expose it unless a sum of money is paid. Now, this is a very interesting question, and some people might actually miss this if they don't read the question properly. Let's eliminate two choices. We know it's not espionage, right? And we know it's not financial gain. Well, although they might be making money, but in this concept, this context, it's not financial gain. Some people might think it's a ransomware attack because it's very similar. Because in a ransomware attack, they decrypt information and they ask for money. But in this case, just because it says threatens to expose the information, this is a blackmail. So it's in this question is slightly different from a ransomware attack because of this. They threaten to expose the information unless a sum of money is paid. So the answer is A, blackmail. Question 7. What is a key characteristics that differentiates Hacktivist from insider threat? Hacktivist from insider threat. So in this, what we are trying to do is to differentiate a hacktivist from an insider threat. We have 4 choices. The first is A. Hacktivists misuse access to promote political causes, while insider threat may exploit internal privileges for personal reasons. That's possible. Hacktivists conduct financial fraud, while insider threat engage in defacing websites. I don't think this is true. C. Insider threats typically operate internationally, while hacktivists focus on specific region. I don't think this is true. Hacktivists use phone calls for phishing, while internet threats use email. I don't think this is true. So if we are going to eliminate, we can just eliminate these two or even go with the 3 because I believe the answer is A. Hacktivists misuse access to promote political causes. Normally, they promote political causes, but in this case, they misuse that privilege, while insider threat may exploit internal privileges for personal reasons. That is the difference. And the answer is A. All right, let's go to question 8. An individual with minimal technical experience uses basic tools to temporarily disable a government website. What category does this actor fall under? So let's look at it. It uses basic tools to temporarily disable the website. So is this a nation state? Is this shadow IT? Is this an unskilled attacker, or is this a hacktivist? From the prior questions that we've done, we know what a shadow IT is. A shadow IT tries to bypass controls within an organization. They work in the organization, they try to bypass it. A nation state is sponsored by the government. An unskilled attacker could be you or myself, that we are just trying to get into a network with minimal technical experience. Now, if this is minimal technical experience, we can just remove a nation state. We remove a shadow IT, because a shadow IT is not bypassing anything. They're just trying to disable a government website. And it's not a hacktivist. What a hacktivist does is to promote their political agenda. So this will be an unskilled attacker. This will be an unskilled attacker. Okay. This is an unskilled attacker. Let's go to number 9. What type of actor will most likely launch a cyber operation to disable critical infrastructure during a geopolitical conflict? Okay, let's understand this question very well. What type of actor will likely launch a cyber operation to disable critical infrastructure during a geopolitical conflict? Is it a hacktivist, A, an advanced persistent threat, an organized crime, or a nation state? So if it's an organized crime, they want money. Money is not involved here, so we can remove an organized crime. An advanced persistent threat. We can also remove this because this doesn't look like an advanced persistent threat. An advanced persistent threat will be like a DDoS attack, that they will keep launching attacks to maybe a website or key infrastructure. A hacktivist, it could be, so let's just do this and eliminate B and C. So now we are left with A or D, because it could be a nation state and it could be a hacktivist. Now, a hacktivist, they want to promote their political beliefs. So what type of actor will most likely launch a cyber operation to disable? Now, when you are disabling critical infrastructure, it has to be a nation state, because it's a nation state that has the resources to do this. It's a nation state. Okay, the answer is D. Now, let's go to number 10. If you like this resource, if you are preparing for the CompTIA Security Plus and you want practices, I have 4 videos like this already that will help you prepare. You can comment below if there's any specific areas that you need help with, and I will touch on that. But also, there's a playlist in this. You can just watch the playlist, and by just focusing on this alone, it will help you prepare for the CompTIA Security Plus 701 exam. Number 10. Which factor best defines the operational capability of a threat actor based on their resources and reach? Based on their resources and reach. What factor best defines the operational capability of a threat actor based on their resources and reach? Okay, let's see. A is level of sophistication. B is internal and external factors. C is resources and funding. And D is data exfiltration. When we are trying to know what defines the operational capability of a threat actor, we can, let's see, we can remove data exfiltration because we know it's not that. Internal and external factors, in this context, I don't think it comes to play. It might as well not even be an option. I'll say it's between the level of sophistication and resources and funding. So when we read the question again, we can see what factors best defines the operational capability. We want to know the operational capability. And from this, of a threat actor based on their resources and reach. I believe it to be resources and funding, right? To know, we want to know the resources they have and the kind of funding they have. If it's a nation state, we know that they are well funded, that they have a lot of resources. And if it's an organized crime, based on the kind of crime that they are about to commit, we know that that determines what they are capable of doing. So the answer in this should be resources and funding. My name is Tunde, and if you are looking to pass the Security Plus exam, I have a lot of resources available. I just passed the exam, and I'm just here to just help you and make sure that you get at least a 750. Thank you.